specifically, it has affected the chambers of the Chief Justice. Apart from the few things in the chambers which have been affected, the rest of the properties are safe. There is no staff who has been affected by the fire. It's only one chamber which has been affected. The cause of the fire is not yet established, but police has taken over the investigations, and we hope that in the due course they will establish what could have caused the fire. But the preliminary from those who were at the press, they allege it could have resulted from an AC system, but that is not conclusive. It will be the police to find out what exactly could have been the cause of the fire. At the time of the fire, the Chief Justice was not at Supreme Court. He was at the headquarters of Judiciary, which is the High Court building, where he has another office, and he was apparently having a meeting with the top management of the Judiciary. So he was not in the chambers which were affected at that time. I have visited the press myself, and yes, in the process of putting off the fire, the water had splashed on the floor and some of the building, but the few documents which are in the office on the table and the right could have been affected. But lucky enough, most of the files are not kept in his chambers, so there is no big alarm about the effect on the files.
We realize that for the last 35 years, the police officers serving the country, especially those below the rank of Assistant Superintendent of Police, they have been kept in worn-out structures that are dilapidated. They have leakages. Those structures are inhuman and unfit for human health. That not said, they also have poor drainage systems, wiring, among others. So today, I had to take the initiative to file the application before the High Court to have declarations granted in regard to the inhuman and the poor health that is accorded to these serving police officers. We all understand that police, or the Uganda Police as an institution, is established under Article 211 of the Constitution, and under Article 212, it has the obligations to protect life, protect property, to detect crime, and then keeping peace, law and order, among others. How do you expect someone to protect someone else's life and property when he is kept in a poor and dilapidated dwelling? These officers, if they are kept in such poor housing, they cannot in their own even perform their work, because we all understand that housing is key and crucial to your right to health as well as practicing your profession. Someone would need to effect their work, but is at work and thinking about their home, their children, because the environments, if you move to some of these police barracks, Nsambia, Naguru, Ntinda, among others that I moved to, they are so wanting. They are congested. You find police officers sharing rooms. You find people with families sharing daycare beds. Even for the married people, they cannot perform their conjugal rights. And this infringes on their right to privacy. And that not said, we have realized that for most of the sessions, we have seen most of their children growing up committing crimes. And this can be explained from the poor standard of living in which these police officers have been kept into. So, as a human rights activist, and basing on the powers that the Constitution grants us under Article 50 Clause 2, I had to move court to see that we can have declarations effected in that regard, owing to the budgets that are accorded to police. Every year they are given money, but it's a matter of priority. These big officers, like the IGP among others, they are not sleeping in the police barracks. So by necessary implication, it's like they ignore what other staffs are going through, and for them they are focusing on themselves. So these, for lack of a better words, unhelped officers, if we don't come out and fight for them, they will not be accorded any respect. Other institutions, their staffs are sleeping well. You look at the medical, some of the officers are accorded better facilities. The president has always made pledges since 2011 in their manifesto that they will work on the aspect of accommodation for police officers, all in vain. The army is accorded to some extent proper facilities. This is not with the Uganda police. So we need to fight for these individuals and have their rights enforced.